We would like to thank the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute for providing the funding for this video. We hope that the information provided will assist those who have been victimized or are struggling with a legal issue. Today, we will be talking about the steps you can take if you're having a dispute with your landlord or are renting a house or apartment that has problems that are not being addressed. Let me tell you about Frank and Molly. When they moved into their apartment 6 months ago, they noticed that some of the windows would not open and the sink in the kitchen was clogged. They mentioned this to the landlord when they saw him, and he told them he was very busy but would fix those things soon. The sink and windows were not fixed, and now the bathtub is leaking, and there is some mold growing as a result. The landlord is now not answering Frank and Molly's calls, and they don't know what to do. Perhaps you or someone you know has been in a similar situation. It can be very confusing as a tenant in Indiana to know what rights and responsibilities you have. Both tenants and landlords have responsibilities defined by law and also possibly set out in their individual lease agreements. First and foremost, a landlord must make sure your home is delivered to you in a safe, clean, and habitable condition when you move in. A landlord must comply with all health and housing codes. A landlord must keep common areas in a clean and proper condition, and a landlord must maintain electricity, plumbing, heating, and sometimes appliances too in good and safe working condition. As a tenant, you must also comply with applicable health and housing codes and also all reasonable rules and regulations in the rental agreement. You must keep the premises reasonably clean and use electricity, plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and other appliances in a reasonable manner. Most importantly, tenants must not damage or destroy any part of the premises. So when entering into a rental lease in Indiana, many problems can be avoided with the following steps. Read, sign, and keep a copy of your lease. You will refer to this later when issues come up. Take pictures when you move in, and let the landlord know in writing if anything needs repair or is damaged or broken. This way the landlord cannot accuse you of creating the problem. If something does break or needs repair, always put your complaint to the landlord in writing. Your landlord then has a reasonable time to make repairs. The written complaint is often specifically required by the lease and serves as a record of your notice to the landlord. Pay your rent on time every month. This is very important. If you do not pay your rent, the landlord can file a petition in court to evict you for non-payment of rent. Pay your rent even if repairs are needed in your home. Indiana does not allow a tenant to withhold rent when there are problems with the property. If something serious is wrong in your home and the landlord is not fixing the problem after providing notice in writing, you can call the health department. They will come out and do an inspection. If this happens, always ask for a copy of the report. It is always best if you can communicate with your landlord and work out any problems without going to court. Try to maintain a cordial and civil relationship. If you are not able to work with your landlord to resolve disputes, you may then want to consult an attorney. An attorney can advise you as to your specific situation and may be able to represent you if you need to go to court. Frank and Molly would be a good example of the type of many calls we receive when tenants feel as though they have exhausted the means available to them for resolving disputes. Our clients often feel as though they have run out of solutions to their problems, and we can assist with the next step. At the Indianapolis Legal Aid Society, we help many individuals who have landlord-tenant problems, and we would be happy to speak with you about your specific situation. Please call us to make an appointment.